I got involved in the project in the beginning with Kawila Hanchet and working with Ka Honua Momona.
We're good at mobilizing around a threat, but the threats have always been very tangible. Climate change it's unseen for the most part, or it's just starting to be seen. And so how do we, first of all, recognize what's happening? So Earth Day was born out of a project to build a bridge between climate science and community. We started that dialogue and inviting scientists to come to our community and just talk story. And from that came the idea to take this dialogue to the community level. And one of the ways that we thought we could do that was through Earth Day. How then do we move to the next step, which is mobilizing our community? And Earth Day was an important part of that initial kahea, or call to our community to say, hey, this is a threat to our beloved Moloka'i Nuiahina, and how do we collectively work toward addressing this?
Moloka'i is a very small community, and one of the original strategies of Earth Day is how to get people to come to Earth Day. I always look at Earth Day as kind of an introduction for people, for the general public, into conservation.
One of the things we wanted to do with Earth Day is get across two messages, and one was that climate change is happening now and it's already affecting our island. And the second thing is what you can do about it. Don't feel hopeless.
The Moloka'i Earth Day is truly a community event because although the Nature Conservancy, we take care of raising the funds as well as doing all the permits that we need for this event. We have an Earth Day planning committee that is made up of community people that actually plan the event.
You know, everybody comes out for Earth Day. The government agencies come out and the nonprofits come out. The community comes out in force. The relationship building that has been happening over the past 2 years, where we really have been bringing together the agencies and the scientists and the community groups, and those relationships are changing the way that we work together. And there's Moloka'i, we have the metaphor of the aha, and the aha is an 8-stranded cord, and each aho, each strand, is an expert in a certain discipline. And there's so much ike in that metaphor to know that there are disciplines now that include different traditions, like science. Recognizing that each of these disciplines as a strand has something to offer, and that when we weave them together, we are unbreakable.
And so I think we will have met our goals if somehow our community starts becoming involved in some of these projects that are on display, and so they become active in conservation. So that's the whole idea, is to introduce people to conservation and get them engaged in conservation.
So one of the things that we noticed is that like people would come in from the main room where they were in all the booths, that come into the science room and go, oh, I just learned about that from so-and-so. Oh, that is so interesting. Or people would talk to Tom about the changing water and go, you know, when I was little, we used to get more summer rainfall. Why is that changing? It was a big success, and we came out of it with a lot of wonderful ideas about how we could approach dealing with climate change as a community.
Just having that connection and realization that change doesn't necessarily mean over a long period of time. It could be, you know, within the last 5, 10, 15 years.
Like seeds, you know, it's like Earth Day planted a bunch of seeds, and those seeds will grow over time as each individual is ready, but that the message was put out and heard, and it will come to fruition in its own time within individuals and within our community.
I mean, if it's in our capacity to make a change, and the change is positive not just for ourselves but for the community, why not do it?
We can't live in the Aina of the past, but this is what we have right now. And we can do whatever is in our power to keep what we have and to heal it and help it be as healthy as it can. So we can be there for our children.